Hey, Jack here. Um, and this is my first video in a really long time, isn't it? On Thursday I'll have been on testosterone for 20 weeks. Why do I have my earbuds in? Not listening to anything. So, yeah, I'm gonna run through the changes that I've gone through in the past couple of months. So, I pass nearly 100% now, and it's really interesting because I don't feel like I should. My voice hasn't changed as much as I wish it did. There's still time. I'm still pretty early. I mean, 20 weeks is not that long, um, but it has dropped, and people mention how much it's dropped. I've only been misread as female once in the past couple months, and that's because I answered a phone that's normally answered by a woman who has a relatively deep voice, and so when I answered the phone, they're like, "Lisa?" No, I'm not Lisa. Um, yeah, it's interesting because the changes I've gone through are so mild to myself. To everybody else, apparently they're really major. And like when I walked in my therapist's office on Thursday, and she's like, "Jack, you look so different." And I probably do, but I don't notice. I mean, I notice the voice changes mostly if I have videos and I put them right up next to each other, which I do when I'm feeling dysphoric, but I don't notice it that much. Uh, yeah, I'm generally more comfortable with myself, and part of it is just the anxiety level is more level. My anxiety level is more stable. Um, that's something that testosterone tends to do to people. Not always. Sometimes it goes the opposite direction. I got the good direction though. I don't script my past as much as I used to. So if I want to say that I worked for the Girl Scouts, I say I worked for the Girl Scouts. I don't say that I worked for just a summer camp. And occasionally in the past, I've even like changed it into a Boy Scout camp, which makes no sense. I don't even know how Boy Scout camps work a lot of the times. They're strange foreign places. I've been there. Um, yeah, I get hit on by women more, and men treat me as a cis man, which yeah, it's probably because they all think that I'm a cis man. Um, which is fine. I'm not closeted. I'll say something if it comes up, but why would it come up? Uh, Next year it might actually come up because I'm going to be attending the LGBT club meetings if at all possible. There are people, they just started an LGBT club and it's going to be official next year, or at least that's the rumor. I heard this at the IT club. The guy who does our who goes to student government for us told me. I've been growing hair in different places, or rather, the hair on my head is emigrating to the rest of my body. um, yeah, there's a bald spot up here. I've had it since I had dreadlocks when I was around 18 years old, but it's getting a little bit, yeah, and I don't mind that so much. Um, this part I actually like. You'd be surprised. People don't understand what dysphoria is. They think it's about attractiveness. Like, you don't like the way that you looked as a woman, therefore you want to be a man because you think you'd make a better looking man than a woman. But the thing is, I wasn't an ugly woman. And in some strange Freudian way, I'm actually really attracted to women who look like I did back when I still was one. So it wasn't that. And so when I mention that my hairline brought me dysphoria, people are like, well, there are so many men who would be jealous of your hairline. And it's like, yeah, I'm aware that that's true, but it's also a very feminine hairline, and I don't like that. And I actually used to like yank hair out, but it's not growing anymore. Like it's receded, which is good at the point where it's at. I wouldn't mind it going a little bit further back. I hope it doesn't go that far, but I mean, you win some, you lose some. Uh, yeah, my eyebrows got a little thicker. It's hard for you to notice on camera for the same reason it's hard for you to notice, like, there's hair over here. Um, it's hard to notice because it comes in blonde at first, and then it thickens. And I can see the blonde hair is starting to come up, and it's like, oh man, my eyebrows are gonna be so thick. I like thick eyebrows, but how thick do I really want them? I don't know. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of body hair. My stomach is really furry. I don't mind body hair though. I actually really like it, so I mean that's not a problem. My sex drive is ridiculous. I actually gained fetishes in the past couple months. And I'm not comfortable with all of them. Most of them I am, because I mean they're all harmless, legal, whatever. They're not particularly disgusting. Most of them aren't. So I mean, it's fine, but a lot of them are things that I actually thought I'd confirmed that I wasn't into back before I was on testosterone. Like I tried getting into them just to like spice my sex life up a bit, and like it didn't work back then, and now it works. Um, yeah, I'm developing attractions to things I confirmed I wasn't attracted to before, and I'm liking women more than I did pre-T. And I'm starting to own the pansexual label more often. And part of my rationale is this. The reason that I didn't really like being called pansexual is because the pansexual community, to be honest, annoys me. Um, I don't like the way that pansexuals tend to portray bisexuals. They tend to try defining bisexuals for them, and they get into these weird arguments with bisexuals over bisexuality versus pansexuality that don't make any real rational sense. Um, the problem with not picking pansexual based on that is that bisexuals have the same problem toward pansexuals, so it's just this big muddle of people identifying each other erroneously. And so I will quite frankly just use both of them. I consider myself both. It doesn't matter. Yeah. I still do prefer men, but not by as large of a margin. My anger response has changed. But the main thing is just that I don't cry when I'm angry anymore. I still cry when I'm sad, or when I'm really, really happy, and I cry when I watch movies. This is something that I've gotten from my dad. I learned that I just have to deal with it because my brothers do it too. We're all just sensitive guys. But I don't cry when I'm angry anymore, and that's so good. Because nothing makes me feel more pathetic than being really angry at somebody and being in a really heated argument with somebody and responding by bawling. It, ah, it's horrible. In life updates, I'm doing academically very well. I'm still holding on to my 4.0 grade point average. There are a couple of classes that I'm hoping that I don't get B's in, but I mean, a B is still a pretty good grade. I'm running for president of the Honor Society. I'm very well qualified for this position because I've been an officer in a lot of other organizations, but the other person who is running against me is also very well qualified. So at the very least, if I don't win, this person should be really good at what he does. I still hope I win, though. That would be an excellent resume thing. I'm more involved in the IT club. I'm not as involved as I wish I was, but I mean, that's my fault. I'm not as involved as in the multicultural club as I used to be, but that's because their meetings are when I have class. So I go to their events when I can, but I can't always. Yeah, I'm gonna be all over that LGBT club if it's real and not just a rumor. I'm currently trying to get a job in my field. I shouldn't do too bad because I have good recommendations, and I get emails from certain teachers who think that I'm awesome, telling me about internships and stuff. So I'm hoping to get an internship or something. I have an interview on the 15th for a job that would be around 30 to 40 hours just during the summer, but it's 11.50 an hour or 11 and a quarter. I don't know. It's about 11 something an hour. And that would be really awesome because I need to pay for school next semester and I want to get it paid for before I start. Yeah, and that's all I really got to say right now. Everything's going great. Testosterone I still consider it the greatest choice that I've ever made. I'll try to be more prolific with videos from now on, but I can't really promise anything because I take a lot of credits through school. Right now I'm taking 18. Next semester I'm taking 21. And I work a lot. I don't work a lot right now, but I mean, I get a lot of 30, 40-hour weeks, and I like my leisure time, and sometimes I don't want to take videos. So maybe more in the summer, I don't know. Whatever. I'll talk to you when I have more to talk about, though. Maybe come up with some topics to talk about, because I do film a lot of videos, I just don't post a lot of videos. But happy trails, I'll talk to you next time.